Hey everybody, welcome to Go for Green Living. My name is Daniel, and today I have a very unique video for you. A little out of character for me, but it's important for nowadays, for the day and times that we're living in, especially with what's going around right now and how it's spreading so quickly. Okay, so you went to the store and you got your beans and rice. And your survival food, that you need, to bug in place. But what about the sustainability of that? What about a bug out garden? A shelter in place garden. And this is what I have in mind. So if you had to run to the store right now, what would you grab? What would you grow? Especially for people that has never grown garden. And I have a list of the best plants to grow for your survival, for your family's survival, and here they are. I'm not going to waste no time, but here they are. But potatoes and sweet potatoes, beans, corn, tomatoes, winter squash, and grains. Now, in this, I went out to the stores, and of course, I was very careful, washed my hands constantly, and I didn't get close to anybody. I tried to do the self-checkout as much as I could, and sanitize my hand. Didn't touch my face and everything, just to be safe and secure about this. But I ran to the stores to pick up these items just to show y'all, and for me and my family, so that we can have a good garden this year, with high-calorie plants. Now, I ordered some online, and some of y'all might need to do that. Your potato, seed potatoes, your sweet potato starch, whatever you want to. You can order them online, but if you don't have that option, this is what you do. All right, now, I went online, and I did a lot of research about the quickest, most productive bean plants, and this is going to be a series, and I'm going to go through each one of these crops and show you the planting and how you produce all the plants from these particular crops. But I went to seedsnow.com and I found the seeds that I was looking for, the bean seeds I was looking for, and I have an upcoming video about the beans. I mainly got beans from Seeds Now. I have an expert that's going to come, and we're going to talk to the expert about beans, what the farmers grow, and she knows everything about beans and what to grow, the most productive, the quickest production, and all that. All I did was go online and find out the quickest production, and that, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, is the snap bean bush plant. It's a green bean plant, and snap bean plant, and like Atlantic is one. There's several varieties, but some of them are 40 days, and you have full production. 40 days. That is awesome. A lot of them are like 50 days and stuff like that, but still, 40 days. I mean, that's pretty good. So anyway, I went to seedsnow.com and I ordered some of the bean seeds that I was looking for, that I did my research about, and I spent $4.35. All right, now after I did a little bit of shopping online, hit my elderberry. This was a rotten piece anyway. After I did my shopping online, the first store I hit was Dollar Tree. Now, the seeds at Dollar Tree, they're going to be a little bit, a couple of years old, or maybe a year old, or something like that. But I found some that were a year old, and they were 4 for $1. And I went through and I spent $2.10 at Dollar Tree for the seeds that I needed. And then I went to Walmart, and Walmart, I picked up my sweet potatoes for making starch for my sweet potatoes, and that was the most expensive part of it. They were over $1 a pound. I was like, okay, and each one of them weighed about a pound. So, but I spent a total of $5.50. But I got tomato seeds. They had the best prices on seeds. They had some seed packs, 20 cents a piece. And those Atlantic beans, they had some there for 20 cents a piece. I've used seeds 20 years old, and they still grow. Not 100%, but they still grow at 20 years old. But then I still need my potatoes. So I went to Aldi's, and Aldi's is organic, as can be. So I got a bag of potatoes and let them sit in the sun a little bit, and they started sprouting. I spent $2.11 there for the potatoes there. I went to Tractor Supply. I spent at Tractor Supply. I got red potato seed potatoes, and I spent $6.47 there for it was just one bag, but it's a lot, and they are really sprouting, as you can see. Then I went to Co-op, the farmers co-op right down the road, and I live in the country, so I'm sure you have a co-op, you just got to find it. But then I spent $2.10. I got my onion starts. I could have got some garlic starts. They have some really cool setups with their beans and their seeds and all that kind of stuff. That's one of that's my expert that I'm going to go talk to is about the beans, because they know what are the farmers growing, what's the highest yield, because farmers are going to grow whatever they need to grow, to make a profit. So anyway, so this bug out garden that I did, and it's a complete. All right, so in total, I spent $22.63, $22.63 in total to get a complete garden to sustain my family. Now I already have garlic. I already have some different herbs and stuff that are growing, but I really wanted to get a tomato plant, and I was ready to pay whatever they wanted for a tomato plant. It's like $3 or $4 sometimes, but I wanted to find one with some suckers on it, and I was going to cut the suckers off and root them, and then I would multiply my plants that way, because I've done it many times. But the tomato plants weren't available, so I went ahead and had to get some seeds. And tomatoes are easy to grow. They just take a while, so the tomato production might be behind. If I can't go to the store again, then I'm completely okay as far as feeding my family. That's the reason I'm making this video, showing y'all that if you gotta go run out and buy stuff, for your garden, and you can't shop online. Just hitting an elderberry. And you can't shop online, then this is what you do. You run and buy the most productive plants that you can buy, the most productive seeds that you can buy, that's going to feed your family, that you are going to feel confident in. So, but anyway, we got an upcoming series. I got some experts coming about the seeds, about the production, in the beans, and I got videos of me planting potatoes and several ways of planting potatoes, me planting beans, several ways of planting beans, planting in pots. If you have to, plant everything in pots. I know your family will be really happy, with some fresh vegetables when it comes that time. That's the thing. You had the canned stuff, but wow, what could you do with the salad? Now, I'm not talking about aquaponics right now. And I didn't mention any greens or anything like that, because the labor intensiveness of greens. I got some spinach, broadleaf spinach, really good for you. I love it. I'm going to try to plant that. I've had a few good years with that. It's really good. But aquaponics, and as far as lettuces and stuff like that, is the way to go. And you know me with that, and it's 100%. But anyway, so back to our list. Now, beans. We got beans and potatoes covered. The sweet potato starts, the potato starts, the corn. I already grew. Y'all know me. I already grew blue dent corn and bloody butcher corn, and they're both dent corns. Now, sweet corn is not a grain. It's it doesn't keep well. It doesn't do well. It's good to eat. I'm not gonna lie, it's good to eat. But if you're wanting to make grits, cornmeal, and stuff like that, you need to grow a dent corn. So, and nutritionally, the blue and the red are the only corns that they're really good for you. So there you go. All right, now tomatoes. We talked about tomatoes, and I wanted to get a tomato plant, so I'm going to start from seeds. But if it does work out that I can get a tomato plant before I make that video about the tomato plants and planting seeds and all that, then I'll show you that. All right, now the other main crop that you need to have for your family is winter squash. And I don't mean pumpkins. I mean, pumpkins are good. I love the seeds and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to grow pumpkins. But your butternut squash, your acorn squash, your spaghetti squash, there you go. That's what you really want to go, because they can sit on your shelf in a cooler in your storage room, wherever you store, for a year. So you grow them now, you store them, and then wintertime, you go and you harvest, you collect those. You already got them stored. You just get them in your kitchen and you cook them up. Soups and baked squash and all that kind of stuff. And I've grown butternut several times, and you've seen me grow butternut several times. It is an awesome squash, and I love butternut soup. I love baking them with a little bit of brown sugar and butter. Get my mouth watering. But anyway, so that's kind of a sum up of what I wanted to talk about, and what you should, especially right now, you should run out and buy it. And if you don't have pots or a place to grow it, then go get some of them too, because I have the feeling we're going to need it, for what's up and coming. But I don't know, and I don't claim to know exactly what's going to happen or anything along that guidelines. But it's better to be prepared for your family than not to be. Alright guys, that's what I got, and I got a lot of cool videos coming up, so y'all hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up if you like it. And I got a lot of videos coming up. I got a few live streams that I don't want to tell you about yet, but that one coming up next week, and I know y'all are really going to enjoy that. So anyway guys, I love you, and I'll catch you on the next video. Oni Ove Ocha means I love you in Hebrew. Later guys.